Hello guys and welcome back to the Tottenham Hotspur career mode. Today we're on episode number 2, which marks the start of the BPL season, our first couple of games. We're making the switch to 2 games per episode, and I hope you guys are excited for that. Now I want this to be the best Tottenham Hotspur career mode on all of YouTube. I truly want that, and to do that I need support from you guys. I need comments on who to sign, and you guys went absolutely crazy. Nearly 40 likes with 0 dislikes. And almost like 50 comments giving me suggestions is absolutely unreal. So thank you guys so much. The first thing that you guys wanted me to do was actually release Emmanuel Adebayor. So I did that. Some people wanted me to sell him. I just released him because it's more realistic, and there were a ton of people that wanted me to do that as well. So he's out of our team. He did provide some good depth at striker, so we might want to replace him. One player that I was looking to replace him with is Dorlan Pabon. He had an amazing season. Last season, had a team of the season card in FIFA. He's 27, so he's in his prime. He's not really that young, but if I got somebody who was really young, I would feel bad if I didn't play them and help them grow more. And I feel like we have our 2 strikers for the future in Kane and Mbolo. So I didn't want somebody too young, so we're going after Pabon here to try to sign him. And I think that would be a great acquisition just to provide some depth for this team. The other thing that you guys wanted me to do was get rid of Federico Fazio, or at least entertain the option of selling him. In real life, apparently, he is not in the best situation at Spurs. He's a decent center back, but he doesn't get that much game time, and has probably said, I think, that he wants to move to a new club. So I've transfer listed him, but I'm not going to release him if a good offer doesn't come. Another change that you guys wanted me to do was move to the 4-1-2-1-2 with left mid and right mids. And that makes perfect sense to me. Mbolo and Kane will both be at striker instead of Mbolo being playing further down the pitch at center forward, and it just makes more sense. So hopefully you guys are happy. I tried to do as many of the changes that you guys wanted me to. These are a lot of your guys' changes, and so if we do get rid of Fazio, I'm gonna want a center back. And if you want good center backs or just good young players in general, just look at Ajax. This is the guy that I wanted, Bruma. He played for Ajax, but apparently he went to Leicester City already in this career mode, so too late on that, and that's a shame because I might have been able to pay very little for him if I swapped Fazio or something like that. I'm not really sure, but anyways, we cannot get him. Now, I offered some more money for Pabon, and I feel like after I released Adebayor, I only have the money to sign around 1 player, and I want to sign like 3. I want to sign another center back. I want to sign maybe a left or right mid to provide some depth, and I want to sign maybe a backup striker. So I want you guys to let me know which one of those things is most important, because I think we can only get one. I think our starting 11 is set. I don't want to make any big spendings. It's not like we really have the money for that anyways, but that is what I'm thinking with the team. Let me know if you guys are thinking of anything different. Now, our first game in the Barclays Premier League is coming up against Manchester United. What a huge game this is. Manchester United aren't like the Spurs' biggest rivals. Those are like Arsenal and stuff like that. But still, this is one of the best teams in the BPL, and if we're able to come away with a win, that would be absolutely incredible. So this is a huge game, and the features of this game are beautiful. Look at this, Axel Witsel and Depay, the 2 new player debuts that will be featuring in this game, and it'll be interesting to see who has the bigger impact in this game and who can impact the game more. Our starting 11 looks so good, it's so solid, and I really think that we can beat this team. These graphics look amazing, by the way. Look at that. It looks almost 3D in a way, and I have never seen that in a previous FIFA, and it's almost game time. But before we jump into the game, we're going to look at Manchester United's lineup. Now, Valdez is starting for some reason. De Gea is on the bench. I don't know where Romero is, but Valdez is obviously higher rated than Romero in this game. They have a very solid team. It'll be interesting to see how Martial is in this game. He's like 77 or 78 rated, but he's very quick and he's very agile. Now, this is a team that we brought out. Obviously, the transition to the 4-1-2-1-2 should do us quite well, and I'm looking forward to Kane replicating that season that he had last year. So we're just going to jump straight into the highlights, and straight off the get-go, Manchester United are attacking a little fancy pass and a long shot that looks like it's going to go in, but thankfully it doesn't. Now, Mbolo's making his debut, and we're going to try to get him his debut goal, but unfortunately a good save by Romero. And that's not a penalty. In my opinion, that's a penalty. Although You know, a lot of refs don't want to call that, make that big decision early on in the game. For some reason, he is tackled without the ball, and if you're tackled without the ball in the box, that has to be a penalty. But anyways, this game was played a lot in the middle of the pitch, not a lot in the final third, in the attacking third. So when I get this opportunity in the 90th minute, I have to finish for the win. Kane is almost out of stamina, so we shoot it, and it's right at the keeper. Oh, what a chance to get 3 points that would have been. So we walk away with 1 point, which at the end of the day is good. It's a good result against one of the better teams in the league, but that is disappointing. Somebody needs to teach me how to finish, because I need to be finishing chances like that. And I had an option in Son on the wing who I could have passed it over to, who might have had a better shot. But anyways, we're going back in for Pabon. The Monterrey team accepted our offer of $5.5 million, and we're going to offer him a contract. But he has not been signed yet. He has not responded yet at this point. So we're going to go into a game against Stoke City and see how we can do in that game. So Stoke are a pretty good team in real life. Obviously, they signed Shaqiri, and he is playing against us in one of his first games of the season. But off the get-go, pretty much, Afellay is able to take it from the middle of the pitch down to the end, and they almost score, a rebound, a superb save from Lloris. And this is a team that I really want to beat. We want to finish in the top 5. So if we're going to do that, we have to beat teams like Stoke City. But the passing was so hard in this game. Every time I try to pass it, it felt like it get intercepted. And I feel like I can defend against this world class pretty easily, but scoring is a whole nother issue. So we are going to get it with Eriksson here, who has been playing quite well. I really like him in this game now that I'm playing him at Cam, and he feels more natural there. So Kane gets the ball. He's on it. Some nice little dribbling, fine-tuning, passes it to Eriksson, and he buries it into the top corner. A beautiful shot, and it gets enough power on it. Sometimes I feel like you have to put a lot more power on the shots, and I put enough power on that shot, so it was nice. A brand new celebration of running up to the camera. Looks absolutely beautiful. And we're up 1-0 against Stoke City, so now we need to hold on to these points, and we cannot afford to drop any points against Stoke City. We want to stay in that top caliber of teams from the very beginning of the league. Now Kane is sprinting, but this dude is slow as a mo. He has to pass it over to Son, who somehow scores. But still, I want my striker to be able to not get caught from behind and be able to score that. But thankfully, he's able to pick up the assist, gets it over to Son, and he puts it into the near post, which might be OP this year. I'm not sure, but really, the keeper should be doing better there. He should be doing better there. But I'm not going to complain. We're going to go up 2-0. And that's kind of just how it ended. So we won 2-0. They didn't have any good chances after I went up 2-0. And that's how we're going to end this episode. I had to rush and get this one out, but there will be another one out tomorrow. Like this video if you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.